Hey, so I'm going to try to keep this short as possible. I want to do a case study on this whole situation between Miss Parker and TS Madison. Miss Parker is a promoter or event planner who had an event and booked TS Madison and Funky Dineva. Based on what people are saying, when you book an event like that, you're responsible for the particulars like, the seating, bottle service, food, so on and so forth. Okay? Now, there's some dispute because you have people saying that they purchased VIP tickets and didn't get everything that was supposed to come along with those tickets. And you also have Miss Parker saying that she felt like it was somewhat T.S. Madison's responsibility to help with promotion and advertising. So I want to do a case study on this because I'm not a promoter, I'm not an event planner, but one basic thing about business is whatever your expectations are, you need to put that in the contract. So if T.S. Madison and, the manager, Giovanni, if they were not contractually obligated to promote the event and to help advertise it, then I'm not sure why Miss Parker had that expectation. And what I do know from speaking with a friend about this is that if you're booked for an event and you're expected to also do certain things with advertising, there are additional fees involved, okay? So I want to talk about the importance of guarding your reputation. So I'm reading the 5th law of power. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you are vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. Make your reputation unassailable. Always be alert to potential attacks and thwart them before they happen. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations, then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. I think that a lot of divested Black women understand this. I just wish that Black women as a collective understood the importance of guarding your reputation. Initially, when Miss Parker was speaking out about this, I think people were siding with her until she got to the point where she showed T.S. Madison's phone number during a live stream, and she also showed Madison's manager's phone number. And I think that's when a lot of people said, okay, this isn't cool. You're going too far. Now you have doxed these two people. Another thing that happened is that when Miss Parker got upset, she started clicking up with other people that don't like T.S. Madison. Those type of things don't look good for your reputation, because what a lot of people have to understand is that a sign of your character is how you handle situations where you have a disagreement with someone, right? Like, people expect you to be cool with your friends and your close associates, but the way that you handle conflict speaks volumes about your character. And it can hurt your reputation if any time you have a disagreement with someone, you try to damage their image, you're making accusations about them that aren't founded. And in this particular case with Miss Parker, she's showing that she doesn't really know a lot about business because her expectations don't really match what's generally expected from talent when they're booked to do a show. Okay? The last thing I want to say about this, because I know this is the day and age of social media, and a lot of times when people have disagreements, it's so easy to come online and air it out. This is something you have to understand. We live in a day and age where people don't base their opinions on an objective review of the facts. They base their opinions on whether or not they like the person that you're talking about. So if you get on social media and you start airing out your grievances with someone who is well liked and someone who has a solid base of supporters, you have now created a whole group of enemies when you literally could have just not discussed the situation publicly. The other thing to keep in mind is that when you're in business and like you're in stuff like event planning and promotion, I would imagine that when dealing with celebrities or well-known social media figures, discretion is key. In order for people to work with you, they have to feel like they can trust you enough not to tell their personal business. And one thing that Miss Parker did during a live stream, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, is she talked about Wu-Tang while she was going into the whole situation with TS Madison, and told everyone Wu-Tang's booking fee. Now, from what I've seen people say, some celebrities will charge different booking fees depending on their relationship with the venue owner, their relationship with the promoter, or what part of the country they're in. So a perfect example of that was New Year's Eve when Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne were at, I think, Club Live in Miami. TMZ and other outlets were talking about how they reduced their booking fee because they're really cool with the club owner down there. So with this case, with Miss Parker talking about the Wu-Tang Clan and telling everybody, what she paid to book them, maybe they didn't want people to know that. Maybe they charged you a lower booking fee because of the part of the country you're in. Maybe their booking fee is higher somewhere else, but now you've put it out there that they'll come and work for this amount of money. Do you see what I'm saying? So discretion is key in business anyway, but especially when you're dealing with celebrities and other people who are well known. And I just feel like when you publicly speak against someone who has fans that will flag your channel, that will give bad reviews on Yelp and things like that, you just have to think about whether or not it's worth it to insert all of that unnecessary drama in your life, and think about whether or not your reputation can afford to take the hit. If you can't afford to take a hit to your reputation, if you're new to a specific field of business, then it's probably best to deal with the disagreement behind the scenes so that you can still get work the next day. All right? So Black women, please understand the importance of guarding our reputations. Guard your reputation with your life, and have a great day.